If you are meeting untrustworthy dates, right? If you are entering into a relationship and you cannot trust the person that you're with, or they cheat on you, or they're unavailable, or they're highly anxious, having a highly anxious attachment style, meaning that they're constantly quite clingy, quite needy, they're very insecure, or they're very avoidant, where it means that they're kind of withdrawn, aloof. Let me tell you, you have that somewhere in the relationships around you that you're building.
So we're talking about the hard work of friendship. Because I mean, I think sometimes we don't use that adjective when it comes to friendships. Like we think it's bad to have to work for a friendship. And I think in some ways it can be.
Yeah.
But I think in some ways it's necessary.
I've never had the attitude to work, think it's bad to work for a friendship. I think maybe what she's alluding to and what she's going to say further is that friendships that are difficult unnecessarily and doesn't lead to a productive end, doesn't lead to a meaningful end, doesn't lead to growth, ain't great. If you're fussing and fighting with a friend and it's not leading to growth, there's no growth, it's more of a constrainer, it's more of a, it sucks you, then I would definitely say it's probably not productive, it's not healthy. And maybe there is an attitude of friendship, you know. I think things put on social media is not real but real. Does that make sense? People say a lot of things on social media, it doesn't always reflect real life, but it does, because people are putting what they feel, right? But I think when it comes to friendships, I'm seeing the algorithm push out topics on friendship a little bit more. That's why I'm really passionate about talking about all relationships, not just romantic, because our first relationship isn't romantic. Now, unfortunately, some people's first relationship is a violation.
Yeah.
Because I think any real relationship requires work.
Facts.
Not all relationships require work.
Yeah.
And some of those relationships might be seasonal.
Yeah.
But so I guess we can talk through, how do you know when a relationship is requiring work that's not worthwhile?
Yeah.
How do you discern that? What kind of work should we put into maintaining and cultivating our friendships? And what is the point?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because I think it's a difference between having a friendship that drains you and having a friendship that it's a little difficult at times, but you can see at the end of the road, you can see this person still will be a benefit to me. And so I think it's a difference. I think sometimes we say, oh, I don't want a friendship that's hard, that, you know, that's difficult, and we want all friendships that's easy. But typically the easiest friendships don't have depth.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so if it's easy, it's gonna be really surface, and it's not really, you know, y'all have like little artificial things that y'all bond over, but it's not gonna be anything with significant depth.
So I like what he said. It's about friendships that are worthwhile rather than worthless. Yeah, friendships that are worthwhile rather than worthless. And how do you determine that? How do you determine worthwhile friendships? Because if you've got a bad picker in romantic relationships, I guarantee that you have a bad picker in your friendships. Let me tell you the truth. Anybody here that can tell me that the last 3-4 relationships haven't gone right and it's the guy's fault or the girl's fault, you probably haven't got good friends around you. I don't understand how you could pick good friends but not pick good relationships, because the same foundational qualities are needed in both. The same foundational qualities that you need is the same in every relationship. They just have different elements to it because of the different relationship they are. A good relationship with your parents is one built on trust, one built on intimacy, one built on mutuality, on reciprocity. It's the same thing built with friendships. It's the same thing to a degree built with your colleagues. Though there's depth and there's shallowness. The same bit with your business partner. The same with your employer. Every relationship, be it hierarchical, be it parallel, vertical, whatever the relationship is, has the same foundational qualities. It's just the elements of the relationship is different. If it's romantic, if it's platonic, if it's whatever. So that being at the case, if you are meeting untrustworthy dates, right? If you are entering into a relationship and you cannot trust the person that you're with, or they cheat on you, or they're unavailable, or they're highly anxious, having a highly anxious attachment style, meaning that they're constantly quite clingy, quite needy, they're very insecure, or they're very avoidant, where it means that they're kind of withdrawn, aloof. Let me tell you, you have that somewhere in the relationships around you that you're building. I see it time and time again. Secure people have secure relationships all around. Insecure people have insecure relationships all around. Avoidant people have avoidant relationships all around. It's just that simple. Now, of course, there are nuances. You could be fortunate, and there are exceptions to the rule. But the generality is that if your picker is wrong or not good in your romantic side, it is very likely that your picker is not good in all other parts of your relationship.